at buffalowriter.com. I was talking to a friend of mine. Says to me, you know, I watch the videos, but I have a question. Why do you talk so slowly? I said to her, honey, it's called acting, okay? But in view of that, and since she's a very dear friend of mine, thinking about it, and maybe I'll try and talk a little faster, okay? Now, here's my book, Shooting Pigeons, published some years ago. I still have some copies for sale for $10 plus shipping. And if you would like to buy them in bulk, I can do even better. I'm going to read an excerpt from one of the pieces in the book. It's called Me and the Nazis. It's an account of the war, how I got interested in the war, and some of the books read upon the subject, and how one book, the reading of one book, leads to the reading of another book, you know. So here's the excerpt. Where was all this reading leading? It was leading to the present. These people are still with us. I was working for one. I'll call him Carl, with a K. The job was adult ed, English for immigrants. Not a bad job, $37 an hour, and I liked the students. Carl was a new hire to replace Phil the Thrill, and a meeting was called to introduce himself. There we sat. In strides Carl, in this goose-stepping way, with the shaved head, the earring, the fussy threads, fussily groomed, and shoes with the sparkling shine, beaming this creepy Nazi smile. And the first words out of his mouth were, I am an advocate of the teachers. That was like Hans Frank, Hitler's stooge in Poland, saying, I'm an advocate of the Polish people. He got that one out of the way, proceeded to clarify a few issues that had been nagging him. Number one, break time. Break time was 15 minutes, from 7:30 to 7:45. But some teachers, according to Carl, were taking 20 minutes. Two, class started at 6 o'clock, on the dot. But some teachers were strolling in late, at 6:05, or even 6:10. Three, class ended at 9 o'clock, on the dot. But some teachers were releasing students early, at 8:55, or even 8:50, etc., etc. You get the idea, the Nazi idea. I looked at my fellow teachers, all thinking the same thing, that the days of Phil the Thrill, hobbling around on a bad knee, or even Phil's predecessor, Oscar Garnale, copying a blowjob in the maintenance closet, were behind us. It was a new regime, a Nazi regime. A week goes by, note appears in my box to meet with Carl in his office. He says, what's this I hear about you selling dictionaries to students? I said, I buy them at the 99-cent store, sell them for $1. Figure sales tax, I'm losing 8 cents a book. But I do it because I'm a strong believer in the dictionary for people trying to learn a language. And for some reason that remains a mystery, these people never have dictionaries. He says, I hear you, Jack. It's a nice gesture, but this is not Kmart, okay? Teachers are not permitted to sell merchandise to students, even at a loss. That was meeting number one. Meeting two occurred a few days later. I was selling the computer, slipped some flyers into the teachers' mailboxes. Carl says, Jack, we're not running a garage sale here. Anything like this must be cleared with me first. I got nailed again. The third time in 2 months. I was becoming a familiar visitor to this guy's office. In 4 years of working for Phil the Thrill and Oscar Garnaldi, I had not sat in this chair one time. Carl says, "What were you doing wandering around the parking lot during class hours?" I said, "I wasn't wandering around. I have a lot of material. I can't drag it all up in one trip. I get them started. While they are working, I go to the car to retrieve the rest of my shit." I didn't say shit. Okay. Carl gave me a Nazi look. He says, "You can't leave these people in a non-supervised situation. What if something happened while you were outside farting with your car?" I said, "Like what?" He said, "Like anything. A light could fall, break somebody's head." Well, that was true. That happened all the time. He said it could be some other problem. Could be anything. The point is, whose ass would it be? It would be my ass, okay? Now I had a thought. This was the thought. It's 1944. I'm an engineer taking a train of miserable scum. Jews, Poles, Czechs, Russians to the camps. I stop the train. I have to poop. I leap from the train into the woods to poop. 2 days later, I'm in Karl's office at SS headquarters and the Wilhelmstrasse in Berlin. He says, "What's this story about you stopping the train to take a crap?" I said it was an emergency. Want me to shit in my pants? Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Jesus Christ. The routine? Train goes directly to the camps. There are no stops. God forbid, while you're running around in the woods looking for a place to crap, some of these people should smash open a door and jump the train. Then what? Be my ass. Be my head. I would be on the train. Are you following me, Jack? Don't do this again, okay? Heil Hitler. That's the excerpt. The rest of the story occurs in the book. So, buy a copy, okay? Send me an email. I'll send you the book. Then you can write me a check. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.